Hey, greetings everyone. This is Gary DiGrazia Sr. with eXp Real Estate. Hey, and I am your upline. If you don't know it, if you're receiving this message, somewhere in my lines, 1 to 7, you fall. And I've sent out just about everybody through 2018 some, messages from myself, introducing myself and what we're doing with the group and how we're here to help everybody and increasing production and building rev share and anything else you need at eXp. But I wanted to reach out now that we're starting a brand new year, just kind of update you all, and hopefully you'll be taking some advantage of these opportunities that eXp and our downline is presenting to you. Now, I'm going to get out of this real quick. I just want to open your eyes to a couple things. First of all, what we're going to be talking about today, life after sales. Okay, I know you might only be 30 or 35 or 40 or maybe even 25, and thinking about life after sales is really not, pertinent to you right now. But let me tell you, I started in the real estate business 44 years ago, and at the age of 24. And now at 68, I can tell you that it goes very quick. And the best of plans can be overturned through actions beyond your control. So you'll want to make sure that when something comes up, like the opportunities at eXp, that you're really taking advantage of it, okay? We just want to open your eyes to what's sitting ahead of you right now with eXp, because you're here, you're with us right now, and a lot of you are not taking advantage of increasing your production or the rev share by helping bring agents into the company so they can build family generational wealth within their own real estate business and increase production. So this is what we're doing today for you. Please stay with this. I'll get you out of here real quick, and then we will go from there. Hopefully you'll see some value. Now, if you usually don't know me, again, I've been around a long time in the real estate business, so 44 years now. Last 30 of those years, I've specialized in off-market probate homes. Before I came over to eXp in 2014, I had been with RE/MAX for about 13 years. I had Hall of Fame status there. I had no reason to leave my broker, the location I was at, my friends at RE/MAX, the status at RE/MAX. I had no other reason other than I found out that I was going to have to deal with life after sales pretty soon because I was at 64 at the time. And unless I was going to keep up the pace that was allowing me to earn multiple six figures from my off-market probate business, that I better have another plan in place. And sure enough, in 2013, when this was introduced to me, this opportunity, I missed it. And it took a while before I came over, almost a year. But in between that time, I came down with some type of infection. It would put me in the hospital for a week and bedridden for 6 weeks. And that's when I realized, when I couldn't work anymore, what life after sales really meant. So you want to open your eyes today so you're prepared and you are taking advantage of what's here available for you at eXp, because you're here, folks. You're with eXp if you're receiving this right now. So check this out. First of all, I want to talk about real estate agents. Now, according to NAR, there's 1.3 million of us in the United States, up from 1.2 million last year, okay? There's a lot of us. Now, how much does the average real estate agent make? You may know, you may not, but across the board, nationally, the median income for an agent is $46,000 plus a year. Not a whole lot of money. Now, it could be perfect for you. Maybe you have a pension already, you retired someplace, or you have other income, and the $46,000 is helping you have a better lifestyle. Maybe you're married and your spouse is working or whatever. But average alone, $46,000 a year nationally is not even considered a great job today. The median income for California agents now working 60 hours or more a week is $87,000. Not a bad income. That's a good job, especially if you're married and your spouse is working or if you have some other income coming in. Now, 21% of California realtors make 100 grand or more, and they're working full time. They have a plan of action, and our top producers are 300,000 plus a year. So based on experience now, the reports show that realtors in the business 0 to 5 years are earning somewhere nationally now about 46,000 a year. At 6 to 10 years, around 60, 11 to 20 years, 62,000, and 21 years and more, about 75,000 and up. And of course, the top producers are anywhere from 100,000 on up. And of course, there's mega agents making 500,000 or more, and there are many of them at EXP, folks. And there's a reason those agents have moved over here. And I want to make sure you are taking that full into an account and making your action plan based on what's available to you right now. Because I know as you're upline, a lot of you aren't. Now, if you take that 46,000 national median income all the way up to 300,000 top producer, what I want to ask you, wherever you fit in that range, what would happen if that money went away tomorrow or today? What would your financial picture look like? What would this do to your family's lifestyle? Would you keep the same lifestyle that you're enjoying? Probably not, right? How long can you last without this income that you're getting from your real estate sales? Because that is what life after sales means. That's what's coming to you whenever that day hits us. And it could be just forced retirement. It could be health. It could be by choice you want to slow down. It could be death. It could be incapacitated. It's things we don't really want to think about, right? But it can happen. And I know numerous people that this has happened to, and their life and their family's lives have been turned upside down. You have an opportunity to build family generational wealth. You also have an opportunity to increase your real estate business, and a lot of you are not taking advantage of it. It's right here before you, just from being with EXP and in my downline. Now, when I'm speaking out about off-market probate homes, I always ask realtors that I'm talking to, what is your plan for life after real estate sales? I want to know. And a common response usually is, well, I'm going to buy rental properties. I'm going to build a passive income. Great. So I'll always ask them, well, how long you've been in real estate? How many homes do you own now? And what's your passive income? And usually where it falls in, if they've been in the business within 1 year, it's usually zero. They don't have anything yet. 5 years in the business, maybe they've bought one property. 10 years in the business, 3 maybe. And if 20 years or more, maybe they've had 10 properties. They were able to buy when buying was great and easier to get into rentals. But typically, what the real big picture is 1 year or less. I tell these guys, hey, good luck, and gals, good luck trying to buy a rental in 2018, 2019 now, because you realize what it takes to get into a rental property. And I'm going to go into this in a moment. Now, I know most of you do, but have you really thought about it? If that is your plan for life after sales to build passive income. Now, if they're going to be in the business for 5 years, maybe they're going to be able to buy one house and maybe a $500 positive. Okay, well, that's not going to change lifestyles. It's not going to keep your lifestyle going if you lose that income from your real estate sales, right? 10 years, okay, 3 homes, $1,500 a month. Well, that would help. Maybe if you were retiring, you'd have Social Security coming in and maybe a pension from another job at an extra $1,500 a month, you would be okay. But would you probably be downsizing your lifestyle? Most likely, right? And 20 years into business from now, okay, maybe you got those 10 homes. Maybe you have $5,000 a month coming in, but you also realize that 20 years from now, the cost of living is going to be a lot more, and you may need more than that $5,000 a year. Okay, we're opening your eyes here. All right, now that is the real picture right now, which you have looking in front of you going from now forward, 2019 forward, if you fall within 1 year, 5, 10, or 20, okay, moving forward. So let's look at this rental passive income. That's what everybody thinks they're going to build. It is different today, folks. It takes a lot of money to buy a rental property now. No longer could you buy them back in the 70s and 80s like we used to buy with commission downs, $2,000, $3,000 down, take over FHA loans, VA loans, and over the years it would build some good passive income. You need a lot of money today. So let's talk about that. Let's round off a rental property at 300. The national average is 255 for average price of a home in the U.S., but let's call it 300. Let's say we're trying to get one of those in the Bay Area because most of you agents in my lines are in California. Well, your down payment alone is going to be $60,000 to $75,000, 20 to 25% down. Your monthly payment is going to be $1,650 a month, rounded off. And let's say that you're getting that great California rent and you're in a hot area and you're getting $2,100 a month for that $300,000 home. And that means you get a passive income of, roughly rounded out about $400 a month, okay? Now, I get agents tell me all the time, well, I'm not have to worry about a $60,000 down because I'm going to have the agent, I'm going to work agent creative financing and have the seller carry back and only have to put 10% down and owner carry and all this. And I tell, well, that's great if you can do it. Most lenders won't do that, but even if they did, you're going to cut down on your positive passive income because you're going to be paying that seller who's carrying back for you, either up front over the life of that loan or a balloon at the end you have to put away for that. So let's just use flat figures, 60 grand a house, 20% down, 400 a month positive if you're lucky, okay? My question to you is how are you going to save that $60,000 if you're earning between 46,000 and 87,000 a year? Your national 46,000 or California average 87. How are you going to be saving 60,000? Okay? Especially if you're in a different company where you say where you came from and your broker was taking 50 percent, or you were on a 90-10, you were paying 10%. On top of that, you had desk fees or franchise fees or royalty fees or all of those. You had your own business real estate expenses, MLS, advertising, tech tools, CRM, if you're not at EXP. And of course, you had Uncle Sam to pay, anywhere from 24 to 35%. So yearly savings, if you were lucky earning 46 to 87,000 a year, if you were lucky and very frugal, you could put 10,000 to 20,000 away. Okay. So at 10,000 savings a year, and if you need $60,000 to buy one house down payment, it's going to take you 6 years to save, and being frugal to save that. If you can put 20 grand away, okay, you're going to need 3 years. But what that equates out, and you need to understand, is 10 homes is going to take you between 30 on the low side to 60 years to get those 10 homes, bringing in that $400 a month positive. So hopefully that's going to cover all of your fixed expenses. So let's talk about fixed expenses, okay? So let's just use $4,000 as a monthly. That's probably low to a lot of you, but let's just use that. That's going to pay your house or rent payment, utilities, insurance expenses, medical, food, car payments, etc. Now, it doesn't include school tuitions if your kids are in private schools, or entertainment, Christmas funds, birthdays, vacations, miscellaneous expenses that just come up. I just had to monitor my car go out today, and it costs $1,400 to get that fixed. Okay, my screen, my rear camera, all that stuff. These things happen. Now, again, if you're buying 10 homes at $60,000 a home, down payment, you need to save $600,000 some way, shape, or form, right? So, how are you going to do that if you're between the 46 to 87,000 medium income across the United States? How many homes are you going to need to cover that 4,000 fixed expenses? Well, at 4,000, you're going to need 10, right? 10 times 400. If you have 5,000 fixed expenses, you're going to need 12 plus homes. And if you're 10,000 a month, your fixed needs now, you're going to need 25 homes to have that money coming in to pay the fixed income. And that doesn't cover your entertainment, Christmas funds, all those things I mentioned, okay? So it's never too early to start in. And what we tell you is, how are you going to do that? And if there was a better plan for you, would you at least take a hard look at it? Because saving $10,000 a year for 6 years to get a $60,000 down payment so you can buy one home is probably not going to happen to you. And to keep that pace up for 60 years, who knows? Now, I know over a period of time, the rents are going to increase, right? So your passive income is going to be more than $4,000, of course. But so are your expenses. So it's all going to be pretty much relative. Your fixed expenses are going to be covered. Now, if you're saving $20,000 a year, those 3 years that you'll need to gather 60 grand for one home, 30 years. So if you're 25 today, is going to take you to your 55 to get those, to bring in that 4,000 passive income, of course, prorated up with the increase of rents. But how realistic is that for you? That's what we're opening your eyes today, okay? We're getting close to the end here, so just stay with me. Now, EXP has given you an opportunity that a lot of you are not taking advantage of. Do you realize only 5% of the 16,000 agents at EXP are taking advantage and have 5 or more sponsored agents underneath them? 5%. So if you're not there, you don't have 5, you're not, there's not something wrong with you. It's not that you're no good and you can't do this. You just haven't taken the time to act on it, to learn how to do this, and to network with your group if you're lucky enough to have a group like us that will help you do this, okay? Now, at EXP, every agent that you share the company with and they come over, facts show that each agent that comes over and is in your downline is worth a minimum of $1,000 a year to you. And for those agents that cap, that means that they grossed 80 grand that year, you've earned 3,000 off them. Now, one agent, okay, it's not a lot of money, I understand that, but just think if you were up to almost 100 agents where I'm at right now, what that means to you. And that 20% of the agents that you have in your downline would be cappers. So just think about that. And I really only started working this 2 years ago of the 4 years I've been here, because I was like you, chasing escrow still. And had a few agents in and was getting some checks, $400, $500, $1,000. It was great, extra money coming in. But it wasn't until 2016 that my rev share grew enough that all my fixed expenses were covered and I was able to take 2017 off, relocate my family from the Bay Area to the Central Valley where we all live now, all of us. I'm semi-retired. I'm spending all my time working with my students, training them how to do off-market probate homes, which includes all of my downline. It's available to you, folks, and it's free. So keep listening to this, okay? So what we like to show people just on paper is if you were able to sponsor 10 agents, okay, over the next 5 years, that means one every 6 months. And we help those agents do 10 themselves, and the 10 that they bring in, we help them do 10. That means that you would have 30 agents with you by the end of 5 years. One every 6 months. And then remember, we're helping you do this, and then we're helping your downline do this while you're out chasing escrows. That's where our platform is right now, and some of you aren't even aware of it. And those that aren't taking advantage of it right now. So that meant out of those 30 agents, 24 of them are the $1,000 a year agents to you. That'd bring you 24,000. And 6 of those 30 are cappers, right? 20%. And that's another 18. You would be earning 42,000 a year in revenue in 5 short years. That's only one agent every 6 months. We are doing 1 to 2, 3 agents a month right now ourselves, myself and Gary Jr. This can be done, and we do it for you, okay? It's really with you, but the amount of work that you have to do with this is so remote. A little bit by just introducing agents to our platform, which we're going to talk about in a minute, okay? So 42,000 puts you at the almost at the average national real estate income, 46,000. If that was you, you got about 100% increase in your pay, in your earnings. If you're a California agent making $87,000 a year, you just gave yourself about a 50% raise in 5 short years. Okay? Now that program is really long because this can be done in 2 or 3 years, folks, okay? But we're keeping it conservative. So what we really like to talk about, agents that are working with us and say they're committed, well, the program that we have them on is the 6x6 program. And what we mean by that is really 6x6x6 because we're paid 7 levels, okay, at EXP. That means you bring in an agent and it's going to go down 6 more levels from that agent that you brought in, and then that agent is going to bring one who brings in one who brings in one, okay? What we teach is we're going to help you bring 6 agents first line to you, and the purpose of that, number 6, is because we want you to be paying for your cap every year. We want to help you cap, first of all, $80,000, and we want to show you how to pay that $16,000 cap by helping you sponsor in 6 agents. And we're going to do the same to those agents and then to their agents. So it's still just 3 levels of the 7 levels we have availability to do this. But those numbers get so big, it'll blow your mind. And there's agents doing that right now. So back on that $1,000 per agent per year, of those 258 agents that you would have by sponsoring yourself 6, who sponsor 6, who sponsor 6, that would equal 258 agents on your 3 levels. 207 of those agents would be bringing $1,000 per year each, or $207,000 to you in your rev share. And the cappers, the 20%, roughly 51 agents, would be at $3,000 each, $153,000. You'd have a $460,000 yearly potential rev share income just sponsoring 2 agents per year for the next 5 years and helping those agents do the same. keeping in mind that you're vested in 3 years. So after 3 years, whatever you're making on your rev share is yours for life, and it can go to your family when that day comes and you pass. Okay? I'm sponsored and vested now. I've been here 4 years. My rev share that pays all of my fixed expenses, and it's much more than the examples I gave you at how many houses would you need for your fixed expenses, is now mine. And it's growing every year. And eventually it will stay with my family. Okay? That 460,000 potential doing 6 by 6 by 6 is 100 times more income to you than owning 10 homes that have a $450 passive income every month. Think about that. That's what you have available to you that you're not taking advantage of, okay? Now, we are here to help you. Our platform is unique to UXP because we build agent sponsorship through my platform of off-market probate homes. And how we do this is, first of all, we teach any agent in our downline how to add to their production by adding off-market probate homes. Now, when I was doing this full time, my last year was 2016. My gross in production was 16 million for that year with off-market probate home closings. Okay, and it was multiple six figures to me because a lot of those I was sharing with other agents that I was showing how to do the business. This is all available to you. My training costs $1,500 per agent up until January 1st, 2018. I now train free. Why? Because I'm building agents in EXP to cap, which means more rev share for me, more income for them. I'm showing them how to build agents by showing those agents that they know or meet how to do probates and get trained for free. We do all the probate presentations for you, the lunch and learns. We do all the follow-up to your agents that are interested in probate. There's no time management required to you from the agents that come in under your downline, okay? I even have a concierge that holds the hand of the new agents that come in directly with me and fast tracks them to all their business needs that they have with EXP, get everything business-wise, tech-wise, CRM, everything they need to jump into business. This is what's available to you, folks. 2019 is the time to start this with close to 16,000 agents right now, okay? We're a drop in the bucket of the 1.38 million agents in the United States, and it's going to grow. You have a chance to earn your production. If nothing else, learn to probate, and I'll show you how to do an extra probate a quarter and how to add 100 grand to your production. Because the way we do this is we double in most of these and then we list the property on the flip going out. Or you can add another 60,000 to your income just by doing one off-market probate home that you sell to a landlord or to a retail buyer every quarter. Okay? It's here. I've been doing it for 30 years. And I've been charging a lot of money for agents. Well, now, because the Rev Share program is so great at EXP, I'm making it free. Free training. You need to take advantage. And now how to do that is I want you to call me. Here's my cell phone, 510-755-1883. I want you to call me so we can have a conversation. I want to set up a 15-minute call with you so we could talk about this, answer any more questions you have. Or if you like what you heard and you say you listen to this again because it's a recording, then email me. Say, Gary, I want to get going. If nothing else, I want to add probates. Let me have the training. And I'm going to send you the intro webinar. It's about 30 minutes. It shows you why you want to add probates, off-market probates to your business, how we get paid 5 different ways. I'll send it to you. It's free. No obligation. And if you like that and you want the foundational training, it's just 3 sessions, 2 hours each. They're webinars. You can listen to them whenever you want. It's going to teach you everything about probate. Then I take you by the hand and get you on how to contact the estates. I give you the leads here in California. You call. When you get on one and you have an appointment the way we teach you to do it, I'm going to do the deal with you. And we're going to split that deal 50-50. We're each going to earn. That's how I'm getting paid to spending my time working with agents, teaching them probates. You're going to be adding this to your niche, to your production, and eventually you'll be able to stand on your own after 3 or 4 probate deals, and away we go. And then, if you see the value of what you're hearing here, I'm going to show you how to build agent generational wealth by just sponsoring agents in. This is not recruiting, folks. All you're doing is telling them, because a question is going to come up when they see that you've done a few probates or you talk about a probate deal or whatever. You're meeting agents at the MLS meetings, open houses, whatever, socially, and you start talking about probate. Hey, I see you have an interest in it. I just got trained this year. I'm with a group that trained me for free. I network with them. Are you interested? You want to see some info on that? And they say yes. You send them the intro link that I'm sending you. And if they like it, they're going to come in. We're going to train them for free. And then eventually, when the time's right, we are going to have a conversation with them about EXP and see if they're interested in it. Some will, some won't. So what? Next, right? That's how you're going to build this. And it's not 5 years to get to the 6x6x6, folks. You could do it way sooner. There's no reason that you can't do this in 3 years, 2 to 3 years. If you knew the numbers of some of the people, what they're doing with this, it would blow your mind. You wouldn't believe it, okay? But I've been around 4 years now. I'm number 474 agent in the company. I know what's there. So feel free. Come on in. I hope we don't blow this off. I hope I see your production, that you're getting closer to cap next year. Some of you are nowhere near capping in 2018. You didn't come close to it. We want to help you cap, if nothing else, in 2019. If you don't want to recruit, okay, it's all right. Learn probate so we can help you increase your production. We can help and show you how to do the stock ownership, which you all should be on at the very least right now, okay? All right. Happy New Year to you. I hope this finds you well. I hope you take advantage of this, but the ball's in your court. Take care.